Hi, my name is Aisha Tyler. I'm an actress and a film director and a comedian, and I'm also the creator and co-owner of Courage and Stone, a ready-to-drink cocktail company based out of Brooklyn, New York. And I'm here to make a cocktail for you now that you may not have heard of before, but you will understand perfectly when you hear the name. It's the Gin Old Fashioned. Now, I know you probably are familiar with the classic old fashioned, which we actually make ready to drink in the bottle. But the original old fashioned cocktail really didn't have a specific spirit base. It was any spirit that was available. So the old fashioned cocktail is just the style of cocktail. It can be made with any spirit. And back in the good old days or the bad old days, depending on who you were, you could have a brandy old fashioned or a whiskey old fashioned or any kind of old fashioned that you liked. So we're gonna make a gin old fashioned today. And I know that you've seen probably the movie Crazy Stupid Love, and in there Ryan Gosling makes a very, very sexy old fashioned by muddling the bitters with a sugar cube and then swooshing it around with his hotness. But I've got a much more straightforward approach to it today. I apologize for not being Ryan Gosling, but I know how we all feel about him. Okay, so in this gin old fashioned, which is a lighter, sparklier, more afternoon friendly cocktail, we've got gin, we've got some Blanco vermouth, white vermouth. It's not dry vermouth. It's not the kind of vermouth that you use in martini. Do not use dry vermouth. You will be sorry. Blanco vermouth and this delicious liqueur, pamplemousse, rose, pink, grapefruit. Gaffard is probably the one that you know best. They make a lot of different fruit liqueurs, and this one is a pink grapefruit flavor. And some ice in a glass. Okay, so super easy, this thing. I've got this fancy Uri stir glass right here, but you don't need these. You can use a jelly jar or, just any old glass will do. Fill it with ice. And very, very simple. Blinking Owl Gin, a fantastic local distillery here in Southern California, owned by my good friend Kirsten Fingsness of Criminal Minds fame. 2 ounces of gin. And you can then decide how much vermouth you want to use depending on how you were feeling or how heavily quarantine is weighing upon you. 1-to-1 is a nice kind of light ABV, very fresh floral drink. I'm gonna do 2 gin to 1 of the vermouth, which is just gonna be a little bit more intense, but they're both good ideas. It's your drink. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. So I did 2-to-1, 2 ounces gin, 1 ounce of the Blanco vermouth, and then 3 bar spoonfuls of the pamplemousse rose, the pink grapefruit. And here's my handy dandy bar spoon, but you don't need a handy dandy bar spoon. You could use a teaspoon, or you could use your eyeballs. You could use the cap of another bottle. I wanna make sure that everybody understands that bartending is not for being fancy. Bartending is for being happy and fun. So, just stir these guys together, not too much. Old fashions are a strong drink. They're a stirred, spirit-forward drink, so you don't want to dilute it too much. And then, good old Angostura bitters. You may not know this, but in the olden days, pink gin was made with gin and Ango. Ango made the gin a little pink, so just a little bit of Angostura bitters, which gives it a little structure. It's a part of the natural construction of an old fashioned and gives it this nice pink color. So, well, one drop on the counter, and let's see if we can get 3 drops in the glass. And stir that around. This is just to get it cold, a tiny bit of dilution. There we go. And then I have my fancy stirrer. You do not need to use a fancy stirrer. You can use your fingers or the side of your hand. Or if you've got a traditional shaker, you can use a shaker. Now, I do not recommend shaking this drink in a shaker, because what happens when you do that is that you make a million ice chips that water down your drink and make you look as if you're drinking a smoothie as you chew away on those little ice chips. So don't shake your drink. Don't be mean to your drink. Caress your drink lovingly. If you have a shaker and you want to start, just swirl it around in there instead of going crazy bananas. All right, so there we go. As you can see, look at this very, very pretty girl. She's got a nice kind of peachy, rosy hue to her. She's very attractive. If you have some pink grapefruit at home, you can slice a little half wheel of pink grapefruit or slice off a piece of peel and express it over the drink and then drop it in. But be careful Yeah, Ryan Gosling expressed the orange peel in that movie, and that was nice. But expressing grapefruit oil, it's heavy duty. It's the napalm of citrus oils, and it's pretty intense. So don't be expressing all over the place, right? Like, take it easy on yourself. You've been stuck indoors. No sudden moves. All right, I do magically have a bag of these dried blood orange wheels, and that is what I'm going to use to garnish this drink. So there we go, easy peasy. Beautiful, citrusy, floral, refreshing, gin old-fashioned, very, very good for sipping during your afternoon happy hour and gazing longingly out the window at life beyond. And if you would like to make this at home, I encourage you to do so. If you do not have the wherewithal, the time, or the energy to make your own cocktails, you can order them at courageandstone.com. That's courage, like, bravery, and stone, like the rock.com. 30% of everything we make is going to the U.S. Bartenders Guild to support the people and business that have given me so much happiness and joy over the years, and of which I was once one. I was a bartender in my youth. So courageandstone.com for ready-to-drink cocktails, old-fashioned and Manhattan, and this one, this very, very delicious, strong yet ladylike gin old-fashioned is for you. Cheers. Oh, who's a pretty girl? Who is a pretty, pretty, pretty girl? Oh, if you would like to join me, I do a quarantine happy hour every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 o'clock on the East Coast, where we make a cocktail, a different classic cocktail every day to raise money for COVID-focused charities. It's on my Facebook and my YouTube pages, Aisha Tyler, on both platforms. So come drink with me and lots of strangers around the world as we make classic cocktails, I answer your questions, and we drink to raise money for COVID relief. Sláinte.